In my last video, I spoke about how I'll most likely be using my next video to talk about how you can optimize your LinkedIn profile for your own personal branding and career advancements, and that is exactly what I'll be doing today. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Olaju Moke Oyemi, your favorite youth employability strategist and lifestyle creator. Today we'll be talking about how you can optimize your LinkedIn. I know you might be thinking, I've had my LinkedIn account, I don't even know what to do with it. I've not created my LinkedIn account. I've been hearing people talking about it. How exactly can I optimize my LinkedIn? How can I get recruiters watching me, reaching out to me for opportunities? How can I not even get companies and every other person just looking for me? How can I become hot cake on LinkedIn? We'll be breaking how you can fully optimize your profile just to do that. So we'll be breaking it all down today, like the little things you can do to your profile to optimize it to its full potential, and how you can stay on top of searches, that when they are looking for people for this particular opportunity, your name will pop up. You'll be part of those that will appear in the searches. LinkedIn is not just that profile that you just need to create and then leave it and go ahead. Whenever they want you to submit a job application, and that's when you will now remember that, oh, I have a LinkedIn platform that I created or something. Like, no, that is not the way it works. If you really want to use LinkedIn to its full potential, if you want to be sleeping and then you want opportunity to be knocking your door, there are certain things that you need to do. There are certain ways you need to optimize your profile to make sure that when they are looking for people to occupy certain positions in the spaces in your career path, they would also consider you. Your profile will pop up. You will come to people's mind. That is one of the most important functions of LinkedIn, that you should stay on people's mind, so that whenever there is something, they can remember you. You should know that the things that I will be talking about today, it's not just only about getting your opportunity, it's also help you to build stronger professional credibility, and it's also enable you to get and connect to more people. You know, there are sometimes where you just maybe send requests to people on LinkedIn and they will not accept it just because of you not appear like somebody that they should connect with. You need to appear that way. You know how you want people to feel about you. Like, you know, people always want to look for what to benefit them. Sometimes some people will not accept your connection if you don't have certain things that would make them to say, oh, let me accept this person's connection, or what can this person give me? You know, if you not watch your profile well, they just think, oh, this person probably do not have anything to offer me. Relationship is usually mutual. People are always looking for what they will benefit. The way you are looking for something to benefit from them, they're also looking for something to benefit from you. And that is why you have to look the job, you have to look the path. Let us get into it. The first thing I'm talking about is your profile picture and your LinkedIn banner. The profile picture is your own picture, like, you know, the profile picture that we are used to on every other social media platform, right? That profile picture is one of the most important things that you need to pay attention to on your LinkedIn. There are so many times I will see people use Snapchat related filters to snap their pictures, like profile picture, and they be like, oh, I can remember there was a particular year that I saw somebody use this. There was this particular trendy Snapchat filter that has flowers like this, green. I can't remember the name of that particular filter, but the person used that picture. I'm not like, how would you expect people to take it seriously? Honestly, how? So whenever you want to update your profile picture on LinkedIn, make sure you choose a professional headshot, a professional picture. You are not boning too much, you are not smiling too much, you are just like looking the parts. And I know sometimes you might need to also do photo shoot to get a befitting profile picture, but if you cannot afford it yet, if you cannot afford to do photo shoots, make sure you take a very professional picture. Get somebody to snap you, or go to a good location, just maybe use selfie, use a selfie stick to just like snap it, instead of like just taking any or posting any raw on serious picture. You need a very serious picture, not serious that you bone your face to know. Like, you need something that would look like a professional picture. And the second thing I talk about in the first thing that we're talking about is the LinkedIn banner. Usually the LinkedIn banner is when that one is not really visible until they open your profile. It is when they open your profile, that is when they will see the LinkedIn banner. So the LinkedIn banner could also communicate things to your prospective viewer, right? So you can just create it, like there are different ways you can create it. You can just use maybe like a blank banner, right, or a colored banner without having anything written there. But sometimes you can write some words, maybe some things like a quote, something that will just maybe make people interested in you. Sometimes some people will also like have their LinkedIn, sorry, their email address. If you want people to reach out to you for opportunities, something like that, you can put your email address there. You can also put like some keywords about like your career, what you do on that part. So we've spoken about your LinkedIn profile and your LinkedIn banner. If you have not properly like updated them, you should go and update them now, because I know some people would not even have anything there. Sometimes I will see some people send me requests and they will not have profile picture. To be honest, I won't accept it. I won't accept it. The reason why I may accept it is probably because I know the person personally. But if I don't know you personally, I will not accept a request when you have your profile picture there. So you need to have your profile picture and then your LinkedIn banner. Like I said, the LinkedIn banner is not really like visible, but you still need to make sure that it is there when they open your profile so that they will see it. You know, everything actually communicates your professional presence to your viewer. Second thing is your LinkedIn headline. This is like, I would say is like, I don't say it's the most important section, no, but it is very important. It is very, very important, because beneath your name like this, that is the next thing they are going to see about you, even if they do not open your profile. It should be visible to anybody, no matter where they come across your name, whether it is under a comment section or from a post you made or from the searches, that part will appear. This is the reason why it is important for you to take note of that part. You need to update it properly. Sometimes you see some people use student at so open to work. Headline words that are not actually like communicating value. Your headline word has to communicate value. And you should know something about LinkedIn is that LinkedIn relies on every word searches, like keywords. So you need to use the keywords of the opportunities that you are targeting. You will not just tell me that, okay, you are looking for social media management show, then what is on your LinkedIn is something so unrelated to that. Whatever opportunity you are looking for, make sure the headline is speaking to those opportunities, so that when people search for people in your field, your account will pop up. In the about section. This is where you get to tell people who you are, what you do, what you can offer, your values. You know, the way you are going to do this, don't just make it interesting. Think about it as if it is your sales pitch, that when they ask you that, okay, can you pitch yourself within the next 2 minutes or the next 3 minutes, what are you going to say? Like, what will be your selling points? Those things are what you need to communicate, like what you will say when they ask you to pitch yourself. And make sure you brush it so that whenever like they are reading it, to not really sound boring. Just put certain things to just make it, in as much as you want to make it professional, make it also interesting to read. You know, that's what will tell you then the kind of your personality. Are you that person that is really straight, like overly straight, or someone that, you know, even when you're still off, people still get to see the fun part of you? So just it is a mix of both, right? But it has to like still sound what very professional. You can write it to talk about your presence, like your present situation, who you are, your experience, your goals, like the impact that you've made. All those kind of things should be like your talking points, right? And then, you know, when you're talking about those things, you can infuse them into who you are, what you are interested in, your values, and so on. In your about section, you should also optimize for keywords. Search for the keywords relevant to your particular role and incorporate it in your write-up. Don't just say, oh, that part is not really important. It is important because everything adds up to how you become very visible on LinkedIn. For example, if you are interested in partnership related role, you can just post partnership, engagement, partnership sourcing, goods, all those kind of things relating to partnership. You can include them in your about section strategically, not as if you make it look obvious, as if you want to shook everything there for them to see that, okay, this is what you are into, this is what you are into. But strategically just manipulate those keywords in your about section. Experience section now is more like the work experience section in your CV or your leadership experience under your CV. This section is not just about your work experience. That's why it is work experience. So you can include every relevant experience, whether it is work experience, leadership experience, volunteer experience, and any other thing relating to your career path or what is suitable for the kind of profile that you want to build online. So you can see that in the work experience section, you see the name of the role, the company, if you are currently working there, like the time period you spent, and then LinkedIn has also like giving us the opportunity to like explain what you did, so you can include the impact, just like the same way you normally explain your responsibility under your work experience in your CV. You can also do the same thing on your LinkedIn. Just make sure you pick the key points, the things like the relevant keywords. Like I said, you should always think, when you think of LinkedIn profile, think of your keywords. So incorporate like the relevant keywords on that, like when you are explaining what you did. And under the work experience, you can always add like skills relating to that particular role as well. LinkedIn has given us the opportunity to have like maybe about 5 skills under your each work experience, so you can always select skills that are related to that role. That will also improve your profile visibility. While you are thinking of explaining your responsibility on that your expense section, think of the number. Add matrix is very important. So add matrix, the numbers of people impacted, the revenue you made, the percentage increase, also other sorts of things, maybe the amounts. Put them, right? And you don't need to be overly specific, because sometimes you might actually have to like include data involving where you worked, right? So you just need to be strategic about it. Instead of saying maybe like exact amount, you can just put a range or put a percentage, so that you not be overly specific, because you also need to think of privacy of the company that you are working with whenever you want to add those things on your profile. Skill session, I told you that under work experience you can add the skills relating to the job, like to the job function, right? We also have a skill session specifically where those things that you listed would go and populate. But you can also specifically just add other skills under your skill section on LinkedIn, aside from the ones that you've added under section. It will populate in that your skill section, and you can also add the skills that that probably you have not added on any other part of your LinkedIn profile. You can also add it under your skill section. So just look for the skills that are relevant to your role, like that are very important. When you think of your role, what are those skills that comes to mind? Make sure you have those skills under your skill section. And I think that you can even have more than 50 skills, like 50. This one is different from your CV, where you are only limited to like listing some skills, right? But on LinkedIn, you can add as many skills as you want. That's the difference between your LinkedIn and your CV. You can add as many skills as you want, right? So make sure you include like the relevant keywords, skills that have not appeared in other part of your LinkedIn profile. Add it under that your skill section. The feature section on your LinkedIn is underrated. A lot of people don't use it. A lot of people do not use the feature section under LinkedIn, and I don't know why. So this feature section is where you get to like just like populate things that you've done on your LinkedIn. You can feature maybe a post, right? On my own LinkedIn profile, I added some of my most engaged posts that are very relevant to what I'm doing, because it's not just about it being engaged, right? And then you can also add other things like articles. You can add your portfolio, so when somebody goes to your session and they want to see like other things that you want, like you actually want them to see, right? For some posts, like if they're not going to check the post you made, they cannot see it. But under the feature section, you can add some posts there. You can add your portfolio, the work that you've done. You can, if you are also maybe like publishing articles on LinkedIn, you can also like add it under that feature section. Like you can also add certifications, just one thing that you want them to see featured, like featuring something. You want them to see that, okay, these things are very important to you. You want them to see. That is why we have that section. And I feel like a lot of people do not utilize this section. Whenever I check people's LinkedIn profile, a lot of them don't use it like that. I don't know whether this feature is only available to creators. So I don't know, because we have a creators account on LinkedIn. We have like all this ordinary LinkedIn account. So if you can't do it under normal account, you can just switch your account to a creators account, just for you to be able to use that feature, because it is very important. It will help you a lot. Custom URL under your setting. You also need to customize your URL. For example, if you want to go and copy your profile link, it is usually a very long link that will actually have some numbers, some letters, aside from your name, your own username, right? If you go to under your setting on LinkedIn, you can change your custom URL to just linkedin.com slash your name, something like that. It will be very short. It could just be your first name and last name. But on a normal note, your LinkedIn URL is usually very long. But with the custom URL feature, you can just shorten it to be your name alone and then the linkedin.com, right? Slug. So yeah, if you have not done that, make sure you go and do it today. Don't forget. So whenever you copy your link, or whenever people copy your link, it will just be the short version that they will be seeing, not the long, overly long link. Because that one will not even make your CV fine. Some people will go and paste it like that on their LinkedIn or on their CV, and it does not make any sense. So if you have not shortened, go and shorten it. This is that version that you can paste on your CV, not the long one. Another thing is the open to work feature. That one allows you to tell people that you are open to opportunities, or you are open to work. And then you can actually do it. If you don't want everybody in the world to know that you're actually open to work, you can go to the settings and just make it visible to only recruiters, only people that are hiring, so that other people will not have to see it. There are some that will even use the one that will circle around their picture, that will tell the world that they are looking for job. But there's nothing bad if you don't have shame. You can do it. But if probably maybe you are currently working in your company and you don't want people to know that this person is job hunting, or you can just choose the one that is only visible to recruiters, people hiring, people looking for people to fill certain roles. Just restrict it to only recruiters, open to work. But it should be what? Open to only recruiters, the people that particular feature is really important to, that will always reach out to you when they have opportunity for you. Finally, you need to know that your optimization does not just end at your own profile. It does not end as you just optimizing your profile, making it beautiful for the whole world to see. That is not just it. Optimization still continues on your activities. What are you engaging with? What kind of content are you engaging with? What kind of comment are you making? So if you have not been interacting with posts relating to the kind of opportunity you are looking for, then you need to start doing that now. Connect with the people in your field, start commenting on their posts, start liking, reposting. If you don't even want to drop your opinion, because there are some people that don't want to drop their opinion, so you can repost. You can drop comments, you can like, all those kind of things. Also, it will improve your visibility, so improve your search. Instead of just being dormant on LinkedIn and not doing anything at all, that will make people feel like, okay, this is what you are interested in, you know, or this is your value. Some people like this, if you go and check their last repost, it will be like 6 months or 1 year ago, and then you are telling them that you want opportunity to just come and knock at your door. How is that possible? Try your best to be active. Sometimes you have to be intentional about it. Well, if you are really like very busy, you can just go once in a while on LinkedIn, like, comments, drop more meaningful comments, engage with people, connect with people, and do those little things. It will build up your profile, to make you more visible to the people that want to give you opportunities. It's also make it visible for the people that want to build relationship with you. I'm not talking about like romantic relations, I'm talking about professional relationship, because I know some people say they are looking for partners on LinkedIn. I'm not saying you cannot look for partners on LinkedIn. You can, of course. It's your free will. A lot of people have life-changing stories on LinkedIn. I've seen people say that they relocated to other countries just because of their LinkedIn profile, because they are posting on LinkedIn. So if you have been underrating LinkedIn, this is your sign for you to stop underrating and start optimizing it to its full potential. Start utilizing it to its full potential. So that someday, like you just be doing your own thing. You don't know whether one of our later will just come and meet you, just because of they see what you are doing, the little things that you are doing, how you are showing up, right? They can just like give you opportunity. Maybe that opportunity that you have been looking for, that you have been applying, that you have not been getting. So you just be wondering that they will just send you a DM and tell you that, oh, are you interested in locating to your dream country? I know you might be thinking, oh, it's possible. Go and read stories online. You follow, even though I've not gotten that kind of opportunity, but a lot of people have gotten that kind of opportunity, and you can also get it. You can get it. The more you build your profile, the more you get discovered, the more you get opportunity, the more you build stronger relationships. So you need to, if you enjoy watching this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop comments so that it can get to more people that actually needs to see this. Thank you for getting through to the end. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment once again. Bye. See you in my next video.